Hi everyone, and welcome to your Ornament Girl foam marking tutorial. My name is Kennedy, and in this video I'll be showing you how to mark a cube-shaped foam into 5 equal columns or segments. These instructions were originally used as part of our zigzag flag ornament freebie tutorial, which you can find on our YouTube page or in the Ornament Girl pattern library for free. These lines helped us in that pattern to keep all of our rows of basic triangles straight and lined up on the same column. So that's how these lines and columns can be very helpful when adding fabric to your soft foam cube. In order to do this, you will need a soft foam cube. Mine measures 3 by 3 by 2 inches, but with a little bit of math that's explained in the video, you can use this tutorial for any sized square or cube-shaped foam. You'll need your flexible tape measure and a pen, but I also wanted to mention that if you're going to be using really light fabrics, you may not want these black lines showing underneath your fabrics. So if you have an Ornament Girl tucking tool or something with a bit of a point, you can even use the tip of a satin straight pin. You could choose to score these lines into the foam rather than drawing them. You could also choose to draw them with a highlighter or something more lightly colored so that it's not showing through your white fabrics if you're using them. And with that, let's jump right into the foam marking tutorial. You're going to start by measuring your cube across the front. And even though this is a 3-inch soft foam cube, it doesn't actually quite make it to 3 inches. I'm right there at about 2 7/8 of an inch across. And so you want to measure your cube across, and then you're going to divide that by 5. So when I used my calculator to do 2 7/8 divided by 5, that came out to 0.575. So that means that each of my columns needs to be a little bit over 1/2 inch wide. So what I'm going to do here, measuring across the top of my cube, I am just going to use my pen and I'm going to make a mark between the 1/2 inch and 5/8 of an inch mark. And I'm lining up the edge of my tape measure with the very left of the cube here. And I'm making a mark right between 1/2 and 5/8 of an inch. And now I'm going to move my flexible tape measure over and I'm going to do that again. And that's because I'm supposed to be marking just over 1/2 inch for each of my columns. So there's my third mark. And there's my fourth mark. And then when I look, my last column still falls right there between 1/2 and 5/8 of an inch. So I made 4 marks on my foam here, and now I'm going to flip it around and do the same thing along the other edge. And this is giving me, I have 4 marks, but it's giving me 5 columns in between each of those marks. So I'm going to lay my flexible tape measure along the edge of the foam, mark between 1/2 and 5/8 of an inch, move my flexible tape measure over and do that same mark so that I have a total of 4 marks across this edge. And now I have those same 4 marks on the top and the bottom. And now what you need to do is draw those into straight lines all the way down the foam. So I am just using my flexible tape measure to connect 2 of those marks, and then I'm going to use that as a straight edge to draw my line right up over the foam, connecting those 2 marks, and I'm going to do that for my remaining 3 sets. And now that we have all of our foam marks made, we can start adding fabric.